This is the stir-fried cabbage, shrimp, and sausage.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another freaking video, and you with your girl, Glimpse of Precious Feet. So y'all just seen that thumbnail, and y'all wanted to see how I made this cabbage. Let's get straight into it, okay?
So first we're gonna start off with cutting our bell peppers up. I'm cutting up pretty much every color because I like all of them in my meals. It's really just to make sure everything looks real colorful aesthetically. It's still gonna make it taste like something too as well. But look at my baby. This is one of the twins. I have a girl and boy twin, and my husband putting him in the camera. So handsome. But anyways, y'all, after I cut up all the onions and bell peppers, that's really how many I put in there. I'm going to go in and cut my cabbage up. I don't know exactly how you guys, if you've never cooked cabbage before, this is the reason I'm showing you how I cut my cabbage up. I don't really like big old pieces. I do try to make them like a nice little size, like maybe the size of a quarter, sometimes bigger than that, really. But I don't really like it to be too big. And I'm cutting this down right here because this is kind of like the base of where it's coming out the roots. So you have to make sure that you kind of like cut around that or whatever and not throw it away. But for the most part, most of my cabbage is different sizes. It's not too much. I take the hard part and fold it up like that. Because that'd be pretty tough, almost like how greens is. So I try to cut that up really fine because it's a little bit more textured. I did add shrimp to this. I had a bag of shrimp already, but I wanted to add some more, so I just ended up going in with my large size. And I'm cutting my smoked sausages up in fours, so I'm cutting it in half and then going to cut it in half again so I can get, you know, little mini sausages in there. I could have just did it half one time, but because I'm making such a big pot, I'm going in with two pounds of the smoked sausage, and then, you know, hopefully that's enough for every bowl. And the cabbage is literally up to the rim, so you do have to let this cook down for a good little while. This will take a minute, and you cook it up until like how much you like it. You can make it like, you know, really soft. I like mine a little still crunchy but soft at the same time. I'm going in here with my shrimps. And I did put a generous amount of shrimps in there. I just want to make sure that I have enough meat, like I said, in every bowl. And I'm going in with the basic seasonings. I'm going to do a little Tony Satcher, onion powder, garlic powder. I just started with the honey garlic seasoning. It's mainly for chicken, but I'll be using it for other things as well. And also jerk seasoning. Those together is like a winner for me for my cabbage. So that's what I like. Also, too, I don't be putting the butter in there just because of the fact that I'm already putting smoked sausages in there. So I know, instead of me cooking my smoked sausages to the side, I like to cook it within the cabbage. So all that grease is absorbing into the cabbage. And that's just to help me because I'm already on like a little diet. So I know, you know, pork isn't the best, but I'm not going to add butter to my cabbage, y'all. We're trying to reduce as much fat in this cabbage as possible. Now, if you want to add your own butter, I promise you it's going to help more with the flavor. But it still tastes very good to me because all my grease from my my pork sausage is, you know, into the cabbage. So it's still just as tasteful. And I'm going to double back with more seasonings several times. This is the second go around with the seasonings. I didn't put every last one of them back in there, but I don't think the third time I'm going to actually show you guys that I'm adding more seasoning to it. But I just like to taste test my food. Real chefs taste their food. You need to make sure that it tastes well. And at this point, the cabbage is completely done. I'm just stirring it around, just making sure everything looks fully cooked, tasting little bits of it, just making sure everything is okay. Just make sure that you're cooking it to your liking. I don't measure no seasonings, as y'all can see. I kept going in with more. And this will be an up-close shot of what my cabbage turned out to once I turned the stove off. Good.